What's up guys? This video is just going to be made quickly for increasing FPS and lowering your input lag. I'm just going to get straight into it and just do it pretty fast. So the first thing you want to do is go to Device Manager, find your high precision event timer and just disable it. Basically it just causes input lag and it restricts the timers on your machine to, I believe it's 1 ms. The next thing we're going to do is unpark your CPU cores. A lot of people have already done this, but some people might have not. So we're going to install quick CPU to do this. Wait for it to install. It might be because, no, never mind. We're going to run it, and for me it's already going to say, um, it should already, yeah, no, never mind, I've not done this yet actually, because it's a fresh install. This is a new version, but I'm not going to download it. But anyway. First of all, we're going to do turn all of these to max, apply, because this way it utilizes your CPU cores more and it actually makes them work harder. There's a power plant. I don't know why my machine always disables the power plant, but that's something I'm going to figure out myself. Anyway, yeah, a power plan will be done probably in the next video. I'm not going to set it up now because it's too much effort to put into one video. Right, so I'm going to close that. The next thing we're going to do is use a program called MSI util. What this will do is set your GPU into MSI mode, which basically helps with your GPU actually like its input lag. Now this is a bit weird, but I don't know why it doesn't actually show the I don't know why it's not showing that I can set the priority to high, but I can set it to MSI mode anyway, which is what you need to do first, and you'll see a priority box appear here, and I don't know where it's gone, but you just set the priority to high and then you'll be good to go. Then you just click apply, of course, and then yeah, basically that's a bit inconvenient how it's not there. The next thing is interrupt affinity policy tool. To do this, basically we're gonna go find the graphics card again. I'll find it now. One moment. It's somewhere here. Give me a second. Okay, so I found it now. So when you click on it, you'll get this error. Everyone has it. Just ignore it. Click set mask. And you want to set the mask to CPU 3. Of course, I've already done it already. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but just do not set it to CPU 0. Because essentially what this does is it's currently it will most likely actually be on CPU 0. It doesn't show up as a tick mark, but a lot of the work done on your PC is usually done on CPU 0. You have other cores that you can do stuff on. So if you leave the GPU to do its stuff on CPU 3, it will basically, you've got more sort of, your CPU doesn't have as much, or your core 0 doesn't actually have as much work to do, which is pretty nice and helps your CPU cores anyway. You can utilize them more. Right, and you'll get this error again once you've done this. Obviously I'm not going to restart now because I'm recording, but yeah, you get the error again. I know it's a bit annoying. Anyway, the next thing is a timer resolution. So I've got it here. You want to just put this file into your program files. I've already got this, I'm pretty sure, but I'll just show you where it goes. C drive, program files, and then you'll have timer tool. You drag this in here, and then this goes into your startup folder. And basically what this does is instead of having to run the exe as soon as you turn your PC on, it will automatically do it for you basically. Yet again, it's basically setting your timer from 1 ms to 0.5 ms. The next thing we're going to do is a boot up tweak basically to make it faster. What it's going to do is remove logos and shit for when you actually load up. This is just a start delay in milliseconds basically. So if we run this file, it's been applied basically. So next time you boot up, you shouldn't be seeing useless logos popping up. Another thing we're going to do, which I probably won't actually do right now, but I'll do it for you guys right now actually, is setting the priority of your game. And actually, no, while we're at it, we'll go here and into your installation of whatever you're using. More options, and you want to allocate more RAM. So let's say you've got 16 gigs, which I have. You want to put half your RAM in basically, minus 8 gigs. So allocate more RAM to the game. So let's wait for it to load. And once we've loaded, I'm going to show you guys what to do. Okay, now it's loading now, one sec. So once it's loaded, you're going to see a process called java.w.exe in Task Manager. Details java.w.exe. Let me just find it for you guys here. And you want to assign the priority to high. Basically, it's just gonna allocate, or it's gonna tell your PC to work harder on this process than the other ones. It's gonna give it a higher priority, essentially. I'm not going to play Minecraft now, so I'm just going to shut the game. But there's batch files that will do this automatically, but I'm not going to, I don't remember, I don't think I have one on my PC at the moment, so I'm not going to go through the hassle of that. The next thing is we're just going to clean files, so this is a really simple cleaner, it's not going to clean much, but if you have your temp files, if you haven't cleaned them for a long time, you might have like half a gig or a gig in there. There's other things we can do, but I'm not going to do them in this video. It's going to take too long. The next thing we're going to do is a PowerShell script to remove bloatware. Oopsie daisy. I don't know why it's not opening it with PowerShell. Right, there we go. We're going to leave it for a minute. Oh, it might have already applied it, but I need to put it into a batch file instead, which is easier, because that way it will actually show you the output. Is that it won't actually matter on this PC as it's on a custom ISO from RevOS, so automatically all this bloatware comes uninstalled, so it won't do anything for me, but for you guys on a normal Windows build it will do something. The next thing we're going to do is go into our task manager, we're 7 minutes, and go into our startup, and we're going to disable certain things. So of course you've got this here. I'm going to disable these because I've actually removed these anyway. Your BIOS time will actually go down quite a bit. I don't think it's 19 seconds, it was 9 before, but anyway, we've only got one thing enabled for startup now, so it should be pretty good. The next thing we're going to do is NVIDIA Inspector. So, don't have it here, but one second. NVIDIA in NV profile inspector. Oh, I don't know if I have it installed. It's somewhere, but I always get the name mixed up. But essentially what it will do is you have things like actually I'll show you it right now. You've got, oh wait a minute, NVIDIA control panel. Anyway, you've got your 3D settings basically, and of course maybe you'll watch a video where like you see people go through these one by one. It's pretty boring basically. And there's also other features that you can't do through here. So there's an inspector which will assign all these settings automatically instead of you having to go one by one. I'll put one down in the description later after the video has been uploaded, of course. The next thing I can't do in this video as well because it's already been done on my PC. You see the folder here actually, NV clean install. It's basically you can install a NVIDIA driver without the bloatware like GeForce Experience, etc. and the telemetry. You can just install the driver on its own, meaning, like I said before, you won't actually see as many processes in Task Manager. Like there's 2 at the moment. I had about 20 when I had everything installed and not unbloated. So yeah, and you can probably get better FPS as well. The next thing is a Windows activator. I've already activated it. No, it's not in here. It's there though. Basically, it's a batch file that you run it and it will set a it will connect to a server and it will literally just input a product key which is able to be used on Windows 10 Professional only. It will basically allow you to obviously access more features in Windows, like themes and shit if you want to use them. The next thing is disable hibernation, because you don't need this unless you troubleshoot and are very, very, very careful of your PC. It will make a massive file because every time you shut down your PC, it will take a snapshot of the drivers that are loaded and etc. And it will make a really useless file that you most likely will never use. So just disable it through this CMD script. Yeah, basically that's just it for this video. It's pretty fast. There's other things you can do, of course. This is my first video as well, so it's not the best quality, but you know. Thank you guys for watching, basically. Thanks.